We're here outside the World Trade Center here in New York City, and right now Kristi Noem is doing a press conference in here. She's taking time out of her busy schedule of arresting day workers, pulling children out into the street, zip tying them in their underwear, and now killing American citizens. She took some time out of that to come here to New York City and give a press conference to gaslight the American people about what's happening here. It's a little bit of editorializing going on there, but I feel pretty strongly about this. Straight. Why are you here at the protest today?
I'm here because Kristi Noem is in this building right now telling a bunch of lies to the press about what happened in Minneapolis and what ICE is doing all across this country. An ICE agent, or three ICE agents really collectively, murdered Renee Nicole Good in Minneapolis yesterday. She was not threatening them. She was in fear for her life, and she was right to be because they killed her. And Kristi Noem is in there today telling the press that she was a terrorist, that she was violent, that she was trying to kill someone. No, she was there observing the actions that ICE was committing in a residential neighborhood, and ICE killed her for it. And then after they shot her, they refused to allow a trained medical professional who happened to be on the scene get to her to see if she could be saved. And when an ambulance came, they refused to allow the ambulance to come in. ICE are the terrorists, not legal observers or observers of their actions.
Why are you out here at the protest in front of the World Trade Center where Kristi Noem is giving a press conference right now?
Well, they shot a United States citizen in the face yesterday. They shouldn't do that to anyone, but it just shows how bad it's getting. And I remember folks would call folks like me having Trump derangement syndrome, but all of the devil's work that's happening now, they're trying to normalize, even though they said it wasn't going to happen. And the fact that she would continue the kind of hateful rhetoric and pushing after what happened really shows how bad things are right now. And I remember looking at Donald Trump kind of having admiration on January 6th of what was happening there. And I feel like that's the way they feel about what's happening now.
What brought you here?
The lady in Minneapolis and what ICE is doing to our city and across America.
Do you think they should be allowed to cover their faces the way they are?
No, it's not. Like, I live in Nassau County. Even covering your face is illegal. I don't agree with it, like, outside of medical reasons. But it's like, ICE is allowed. And it's like, these people can't be identified for anything they do. There's a reason, like, police and stuff have to wear body cams and stuff, even if they sometimes won't turn it on. But it's like so they can be identified and held responsible. I
tell folks, like, think about if you had at a moment at the precipice of the worst in Germany, the precipice of the worst in Rwanda, the precipice of the worst that's happened in this country, whatever you think you would have done, you just got to do it now. You just got to get involved wherever you can to try to stop what's happening now.
But it don't give him no right to go there and do that to him. It's like somebody coming over here and snatching him up. You can't do that.
Do you think things in America?
That's against NATO and everything. You can't just go to another country and take somebody. You can't do that.
Speaking of against NATO, do you think he's going to try and take over Greenland? That would really be against NATO.
I think he is. I think he's going to start like a world war. I think he's going to start one.
What about all the people who said they voted for him because he wasn't going to start any wars? What would you say to them?
I know some of y'all regret it, and some of y'all it's delusional.
It's so hard to watch happen in real time when you know this is what led up to the worst things that we've seen. And I'm trying to figure out how many more excuses do people have. You know, what is the thing that prevents you from getting involved? Is it the word trans? Is it the word DEI? Is it Israel? What is the thing that lets you look away from people being bombed in a boat, to look away from people being kidnapped from their homes, from being shot in the face? What is the thing that continues to allow you to make excuses as authoritarianism is taking more and more hold? I mean, it's here now.
The woman driving that car who was killed, Renee Good, did nothing to him. He was in no way injured by that car or anywhere else around it. Just watch the video. I mean, I want to put Donald Trump, Kristi Noem, I want the whole gang in a public setting with the video playing and then have them say, where was he hit? how did that happen? I mean, just plain as day. The only way they're getting away with it is because they're saying it in a disconnected fashion. They have to watch the video with the public and then say that again.
If you could give a message to Kristi Noem, what would it be?
I would say that, Kristi Noem, you need to leave. You need to go. You need to resign. You need to be out of this. You're unqualified for the job to begin with, and you are terrible at it. ICE, under your aegis, ICE has hired hundreds, if not thousands, of Proud Boys and Patriot Fronters and other assorted MAGA terrorists. And that is why we are seeing people getting killed. That is why we are seeing people who clearly do not have any sort of proper training in law enforcement in federal or any other kind, committing these egregious offenses against the civil rights and civil liberties of American citizens and of immigrants.
For people who are watching and they're like, what can I do in this situation? You know, obviously you can come out and protest. What else can people do to get involved when they're feeling helpless?
You know, I tell folks to do what you can with what you have where you are. There's people in history that we've read about, we know their names, and there are tens, hundreds of thousands of people whose names we'll never know. Well, whatever freedoms we have, we wouldn't have without them. They just said, I don't know what I can do, but I can do something. Some people prayed, some people sang, some people made sandwiches, they brought waters, they showed up, they bared witness, they were present. So you can come to things like this, you can create your own, you can be a witness in your neighborhood, you can stand up and say something is happening, I'm gonna do whatever I can to prevent that. You can vote in the midterms. It's just using whatever you have where you are with what you have. And so it was interesting to see people saying, yesterday, I don't know when it's gonna air, but like the shooting of Renee was the last straw for them. Yeah. The last straws have happened, and so wherever you are, you have to just get involved. I just want to make sure I can tell my children I did whatever I could to bring to them a city and a country that's better than what we have right now.
They will get away with it. Will they be able to convince people that the man was
got
hit
it.
and then he fired in self-defense? Those sorts of things?
The man was not hit. You just have to watch the video. They can only get away with it if people don't look at what's actually happening and they believe what they're saying. Anybody who's believing what the Trump administration is saying at this point is already too far gone, so they'll believe whatever you tell them. They have somehow managed to gather together the evil and the stupid people, and that's their contingent.
Donald Trump specifically saying that the ICE officer, his life was in danger, when it seemed like there was video evidence that was refuting that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you've seen the video too. Like Trump said that the guy was run over, that he was in the hospital, expected to recover. I mean, it's all bullshit. I don't know if they were trying to spin it before a video came out or if he just thought that his supporters are stupid enough to believe him. I mean, a lot of them seem to be. But again, watch the video. Anybody who hasn't seen the video, watch the video. It's pretty visceral. It's not graphic, but you do really get a sense of how unashamed these officers are and how trigger happy they are.
As an elected official here in New York, what is your message to Kristi Noem?
Well, one, we just tried to go in. They would not let us in. There was a particular media person named Dean Moses. They wouldn't let in as well. What I have been saying to folks is that their hate has to be weaker than our love. Our love has to be stronger. And love has to be an action word, has to be a fighting word. And there's a phrase I adopted from Brazil, which is no one let go of anyone's hands. And I want Kristi Noem to understand New York is also adopting that. We're not going to let go of anyone's hands. We're not going to allow our neighbors to continue to be kidnapped. And we're certainly not going to stand by where people are being murdered.
If you could give a message to Kristi Noem, what would it be?
Fuck you.